Hi everybody, my name is Katie Vandermeer and I am your teacher this semester. It's the beginning of fall 2015 and I'm using this message for fall and winter and probably summer of 2016 as well. We have a lot to do in a year, so I try to make it stretch as much as possible. But at the beginning of this academic year, we have a whole new set of curriculum to put out to you, a ton of great and exciting things. So I'm just going to walk you through Blackboard real quick and point out all of the things that you need to take a look at. Now, I won't cover everything in this message. I'll try to keep it short so that I keep your attention, but I want to walk you through some of the basics of my courses and how I set them up. Now, right here I'm in my Linux course, Linux 1. Now, all of my courses are set up pretty much the same way, so it doesn't matter if you're in a different course. Please watch this video. Continue watching. So here is the announcement page. I use this all the time. I check, when I send a message, I send also it to your email, so make sure you check your GRCC student email account. That's the only email that we're allowed to use now. Rules. Here's information about me. I am beginning my 17th year teaching at GRCC, so I have seen a lot. Our curriculum changes every year. This is the most exciting year, I think, because we have a new Cisco Academy. We have some CompTIA certifications that we're pushing out. We have some changes to our programming classes that I also teach. Just a ton of really new and cool and exciting things, and I'm looking forward to this year. But here's some information. Email, best way to get a hold of me. And then I also give you my cell phone number here if you need to text or call if it's an emergency or something that we have a phone appointment set up for. I am a full-time professor at GRCC, and I do have an office in 212 of the ATC. As you can see here, I'm in my home office because our offices at work are like this big and there's no room for anything. If you came to an office hour, we probably, very often we're in another classroom. So we just don't have a lot of space and zero privacy at work. So I work a lot from home. It's just convenient for me as well. So here's my telephone number, email address. Website, I want to go over there real quick, katievandermeer.com. Make sure you bookmark that. It gives you a lot of information about just things that are going on in our department and at the college. And then I use Facebook heavily. I don't use Twitter very often, but I do Facebook, so I have a Facebook page which is /KatieGRCC, and in addition to what I think are funny things, I also have things that are related to the department, related to the college, new curriculum, just a ton of things that are useful for, or not useful as Facebook sometimes turns out to be, well, most of the time, that are helpful for you as a student in our Computer Information Systems department. So like that page on Facebook, and be in with the geeky crowd. Here is our Computer Information Systems Department website, which is just grcc.edu, and you can just type CIS. It comes right up. We have some new changes going on this semester that you're probably aware of. Over here are old degrees. Over here are new degrees. So if you have any questions, you want to talk to your faculty advisor, the information is here. I advise the code 147, which is the networking curriculum. But if you have any questions, you can always call our office phone number, 3670, and our secretary is Kelsey Mullen. She'll direct you to the right person. So some information on this very boring, at this point, looking web page, but some good stuff there. More information about me. I'd like to talk a lot, but I'm going to try to keep this video short, so that's why I'm going really, really, really fast. Read about it if you're really bored. I took some time to write it because I feel, that these are things that you need to know if you're a student in my course, and it will help you succeed. So we go down to the assignments link. Some of my courses use this software called Transcender, and some don't. So if you see it, we use it. If you don't see it, we don't use it. But the way I'm setting things up this semester are all in unit folders. In every class, whether it's online or face-to-face, I use Blackboard extensively. So It doesn't matter if you're online or face-to-face. Everything I'm covering in this little video is the things that you would get the same in any course. Everything is structured the same over here on the left. All of the links in the right in the same order. I usually have the same amount of videos in a face-to-face course as I do in online. Some people like to watch them later. Most of the classes we have in both formats anyway. So I'm working this year in something called units. Well, it's not like it's a mystery. It's just most of the time one chapter that we cover. So we start off with unit 0 because computers start with 0. The counting starts with 0. So our first week where we start today, probably when you're watching this video, is the beginning of Unit 0, and there's information in there. I use this Mark Reviewed option, so it just allows you to keep track of what you've covered and what you've checked out. So you can check that, and then it says, okay, you reviewed it. Also, it helps me if there's something going on where you go, oh yeah, I read that chapter, blah, 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 blah. I can go, oh really? Because it doesn't even say you'd looked at it. So it helps me there too. When we get down to our chapter folders, I'm not going to go into the details of these because every class is different. But when you go into the unit folder, if it's a chapter folder, we'll have information of the chapter. So this is what the chapter is about. You could read it, mark review. The slide presentation, quizzes, any homework assignments, anything that you have to do for the chapter are in those assignment folders. So those are all broken down by units. I do use discussion boards. I'm bringing them back this semester, and I'm not sure how I like that. Most of the time they're credit, no credit. Well, they are credit, no credit. They're 20 points apiece in all of my courses. The success of a discussion board is really dependent on on how you guys are involved in it. We can make it really dynamic, or we can make it like you know, really boring. You just go out there and you do what you have to do, which I hope isn't what it turns out to be. But we'll see how the discussion board builds throughout the semester. I won't use them every unit. There's no particular time that you have to be on. They're just you know, thought-provoking things that we want to share with our classmates. So you know, it is a good way where if you found something interesting, and even if you're in an online or if you're face-to-face course, you want to get it out to the rest of the class, it's a good way to collaborate that way. But I don't have it like you have to be on it Monday at 2 o'clock in the afternoon, and you have to post 3 things for this thread or something like that. Don't freak out about the discussion boards, but I'm going to try them out again. Who knows? This grade option here, grades, I don't have this here because I'm logged in as myself, but this is where you will find your grades, and make sure you check that frequently. In the syllabus and rubric information somewhere, oh, it's probably further down, but I have I think it's in my resource links. I have a link of what the grade icons mean inside of Blackboard. Make sure you check your grades often. Syllabus and rubrics. The syllabus downloadable. These are just standard syllabus policies. One thing I want to point out, anybody working with disability services, if you need some support, you have to let me know. So email me as soon as you can or give me a phone call. Here's our rubrics. For all of our assignments, I have posted rubrics, which just kind of tells you what your grade is based off. And when you look at your assignment, you can use that too. So it gives you the grades that I assign aren't just arbitrary, like, oh, this person, he did okay or she did okay, I'll give her a 85. Depending on how you do things, you get points for different questions. So they're all defined in the rubric. Required materials, this link is where you'll find all of the things that are required for the course. Now the list may change depending on the course, but if it changes, it's only the free things. So a lot of courses will come across software that's free, and we want to add that on there, so we will. But at the beginning of the semester, I have always a textbook and oftentimes a piece of software that's either free or cost material. So that's that. We have textbooks and then any information about other required things. One of the things you'll find in my required software, what link is this? Required materials link. You'll find this information about On the Hub. This is where you can get free software from being a student in the CIS department. This is huge. So if you're a programmer, you'll want to download like visualstudio.net. If you are in Windows Server courses, you'll want to download servers. VMware you get through here, just a ton of information. You'll get an email to your student email account on how to connect to it. Oh, you can get operating systems through there as well. So it's just a great site to download a bunch of free stuff. Now, how to use it. Professor Rosema made a quick video, so I stole his video. Well, I borrowed it. He let me use it. So I put it in here so you can watch how to use DreamSpark, or On the Hub is what it's called now. But free, and free. Oh, this is for that particular course. So every course has different required materials, but everyone, I'm sorry, requires a textbook. You can rent it, find it online for free. Transcender, this is specific to my certification courses, so I won't talk about that in this video. Google Calendar due dates. So we need to know when things are due. Basically, on my online classes, their assignments are due Tuesday at midnight. And then my face-to-face courses, assignments are due the day after we meet at midnight. So, for example, my Wednesday night class, our assignments are due Thursday night at midnight. But I've always give you a schedule of what we're doing. And then we have this handy-dandy Google calculator, or calendar. Calculator. But it'll tell you when your unit assignments are due as well. So you can follow these instructions if you have Google, a Gmail account. If you don't, you might want one. But Google Calendar is very helpful. You can open up your calendar and import this calendar right into your calendar. And then you'll never, ever, ever miss a due date. The other thing, too, on my assignments, when I give you an assignment, so say, for example, you're in Linux and you're going to take this quiz, it'll pop up. I have the due dates, I have the due dates plugged right into the assignment. So when you look at your grades, it'll say, okay, quiz 1, or chapter 1 quiz, due date September 17th at 11:59 p.m. And then it'll show you when you submitted it and so on. So every assignment has a due date that corresponds with it when you look at your grades, you'll see that. But download the Google Calendar. This is what I create just for my teaching schedule. It has all of the due dates on there for every class, but you can easily take them off. And a lot of you are in multiple classes of mine, so you can change those. I don't, right here at the time of this recording, I don't have all of them out there yet. But that's cool. Blackboard Calendar. Blackboard has a feature, a built-in feature, where it shows the calendar of all of the due dates. But you can use this as well, so I added the link to it. To me, it's kind of messy. Like, I have these are all of the courses in the past couple years that I've taught. So say I take one off, the thing I don't like about this is, say I don't want to see this calendar. So the dates go away, but then when I go back in to look at it again, it goes back on. So it's really kind of funky. But it's there. See, it's back there. It's there if you want to use that. We have a new email policy. Why do we have to have email policy? I don't know, but we have an email policy, and you have to use your GRCC student email account. When you're in Blackboard, there's a link. Oh, this might log me out because we just did an upgrade. But when you're in Blackboard, see, mine is a little different, but as a student, you should have an email link up here, and you can click on that. And these are different. You have a link on there that says email, and you can use that to check your or to access your student email account. This link takes you right to send an email to me. Now, the one thing I do request when you send an email to make sure you tell me what course you're in, because I have a couple, 7 or 8 different courses, and I don't know, what question you're referring to. So make sure that you tell me what course you're in, so I know how to properly answer that. And if you use this link right through Blackboard, it automatically puts on what course you're on. So just use that and we'll be good. You could do attachments, everything else. But you have to use your student email account. That is the new college policies. Blackboard, oh good, it opened in a new link. Blackboard Instant Messenger, if you want to download that. Oh, I don't want to go right back there. If you want to download Instant Messenger, I'm not getting on there right now. Oh yeah, I'm not messing with that. But I think I have it on here anyway. Instant Messenger is a chat room basically for, I don't know if I changed my password. Blackboard chat room. So, like I can, this is summer right now, but I can see people who are on, and we can open this up to discuss, things about the class or advising or whatever. But if you don't have it and download it, it's pretty handy sometimes, especially if we do online office hours or if you need help online. Resources, a ton of resources. Now this document, this folder here, even though it's toward the bottom, it's super important. I'm calling this a working document, so we will build to this folder as the semester goes on. And this is just one course, but you can already see there's a lot of stuff in there. My information, my website, my YouTube channel. I work with a group of ladies in the area. We're friends basically, that we call ourselves the Lady Geeks, and we open up our meetings and things that we do to women or men, but mostly women participate who are interested in IT in the area, and we try to get together, once every a couple months, or once a quarter, just to talk about what's going on in IT, talk about jobs. But anyway, there's my information on my websites and social media. Information if you've never taken an online course. It's recommended that you go out to the online course site and do the Blackboard orientation, ways to succeed in an online or face-to-face course. That's helpful. And then I will put things in there that are useful to our particular class, and check that out. It's just a ton of great things. Open Computer Lab link and accessibility and IT help, and then some additional tools. IT has a student help desk, or a student student customer service. So if you have questions, you can call 234-HELP right there. Student IT help information. I'm not sure what type of help they'll give you, but give it a shot. If you're stuck, typically things with Blackboard that you might be having issues with, but we have a help desk for that. Tutors, helpful in our Open Computer Lab in the ATC, so there's where you can find all about that, ATC Open Lab. So that is it. I will leave you to begin your semester. When you went out here, you could see all of the courses that I'm teaching when I go to Blackboard, and I enjoy teaching every single one of them. None of these are new courses for me, but there's new curriculum, so you know that technology changes all the time, and we have all new things this semester, and I'm looking, and next semester as well, so I'm looking forward to a great year with you all. I hope you have a great learning experience and great success. So thank you. welcome to a new semester, and we'll be in touch. And do your homework on time. Oh, under 20 minutes. Woohoo!